Oh hey, how's it hanging? Welcome to the second video of our current van life series. We are in, what is this? I keep forgetting the name. Rapid City, South Dakota. And we just grabbed some lunch at a Safeway. The plan for today is to do some sightseeing and check out Mount Rushmore and then Devil's Tower. I'll explain to you guys why we aren't able to fly those places when we get there, but we're gonna do some of that. Update on the base rig. It was received back at home. My mom forwarded it out, so we're gonna have it on Friday. That's 2 days from now. So by then we'll be in Twin Falls. We'll have the base gear. We'll do some jumping. No unmanned aircraft. They don't say anything about manned aerial vehicles. So that's Mount Rushmore. Everyone that's been here has told me that it's a lot smaller in person than you would imagine from pictures. But honestly, I kind of feel like it's what I expected. What do you think, Jacqueline?
I had no expectations, so it's spectacular.
Mr. Tyler from back home told me that it was way smaller than it looks in pictures. I don't know, man. It looks pretty freaking enormous for a sculpture.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
I am not underwhelmed. So I got this sweet engraved wall over here to acknowledge donations of people. I'm thinking, you know, for the small price of like $5,000, we can get our name on there too. Sponsored by TuckerGott.com. Special thanks by Mount Rushmore. All right, enough with the touristy stuff. We're heading out, but I wanted to explain why we're not able to fly in places like this. So if you watched yesterday's video, we flew the Badlands, which was epic. That's a national park also, so is this. So is Devil's Tower, so is Yosemite, so is Yellowstone, all those places. And if you look at the aviation sectional chart, they're marked on there, and you're supposed to stay 2,000 feet above the ground in those areas. And technically we could go fly over at 2,000 feet, but one, it wouldn't be a good view, and two, it kind of falls under that category of don't be a dick. Like, it's kind of like intrusive, I guess, to push the limits like that. But the Badlands yesterday, there were cool spots on the outskirts that were totally fine. Somewhere like this, not so much. Hey buddy, have you seen Devil's Tower? All right, we have made the trek from South Dakota to Wyoming, now at Devil's Tower, and I gotta say, this place is freaking neat. We drove in and there's like this canyon of like red rocks that leads to this place. This would be a prime bucket list paramotor flight / base jump. I know the base jump thing would never happen, but can you imagine like a paramotor flight with permission from the National Park Service to come fly around this thing? I'm just saying, if anyone knows anyone that could get that worked out, I'd be your guy. Jacqueline, what do you think of this Devil's Tower thing?
It's rather large.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Yeah.
We're gonna hike around it. It's like a mile trail. Some things that I read online about Devil's Tower, it said people think it was formed by a volcano originally, but truthfully it wasn't. It was like magma under the earth that somehow got pushed up and was unrelated to an actual volcano. The other thing is, they said it's like 800 feet tall, and at the top, it's the size of a football field, and it has like a grassy meadow and some animals and critters that inhabit up there. Pretty freaking neat. Everywhere we go, we get distracted by the animals. Mount Rushmore, it was a freaking deer. You know the deer out here? They look like white-tailed deer, but they don't run like all 4 feet.
We'll insert a picture.
Yeah.
For a video.
They like pounce. Like their knees bend backwards. It's so weird. And then on the way, we got distracted with prairie dogs And a squirrel on the trail? What more could you ask for? If we could just almost wingtip drag that, that'd be pretty sick.
Almost wingtip drag it?
Yeah.
That's a stretch.
Check it out. Right there, there's a climber.
That's the only way you can get to the top.
Yeah. You can't land your dang paramotor up there. It said on the website that they like allow and promote climbing here, and some thousands of people like summit it every year. Goals: once I learn how to climb, Jack and I will summit Devil's Tower.
You could just wing it.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong?
Like free climb it.
I think it's fine. Well, we made it back to the Vanmobile in one piece. We're gonna head probably somewhere halfway to Yellowstone tonight, and one, find somewhere to eat, and two, the solar's been acting weird, and I thought it was because it was cloudy and we didn't get good sun exposure, but it like died on us the other night. And Jacqueline was like, when's the last time you washed those panels? And I was like, well, that makes sense. What an idiot. We've never washed them. So I think later on tonight, we might attempt to get some Windex, climb up on the roof, and try to wash the solar panels, see if it increases efficiency. Good thinking, Jacqueline.
Yeah, you know, like, it's just like what I do because I have good ideas.
Well, we made it to civilization. What do they call it? A city? A town? There's a lot of people here.
People.
I think this place is called Gillette, Wyoming. We're at an Applebee's. After this, we're gonna go to the local Starbucks establishment, get in an editing session, and then drive probably like 3 hours halfway to Yellowstone tonight. All right, time for an update. We made it 3 hours north. We're somewhere in Montana. We're about halfway from where we were by Devil's Tower, halfway to Yellowstone. So the plan for tomorrow is to wake up early, jet over to Yellowstone, see as much as we can see in one day, and then after that, head into Twin Falls the next day. My base rig will be arriving that day, which will be Friday. So as long as I can get it put together, we might jump Friday, potentially wait till Saturday. But other updates, we obviously ran out of time to get the whole solar panel situation figured out, but the battery's still kaput after charging my laptop, which, by the way, I wanted to get the Badlands edit out tonight for Patreon, but I couldn't because the battery died, which caused the GoPro Fusion render to die, and it was a huge mess. I redid the render 3 times now. We're hoping it's gonna get done before the batteries died this time. But yeah, that's the struggle of editing on the fly. We'll get it out ASAP, and huge shout out to the Patreons. We're getting everything out early for them, early previews on all the stuff. But other than that, tomorrow is Yellowstone. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Not flying at national parks, being responsible people. I will see you guys tomorrow for Yellowstone, and after that, Twin Falls. Till then, peace out. Jacqueline, what are you most excited about?
Mammoths.
Mammoths?
Yeah.
They're gonna be roaming?
Yeah.
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone.
You know mammoths are extinct, right?
No. Get out. Are they?
Yeah.
I thought they were. You're the worst person I know.
No, you believe me.